Okay guys, so today we're going to be talking about writing narratives. When we write narratives, we're basically just retelling a story. So why do we write narratives? We write narratives to show that we understand what happened. When we write narratives, we could be retelling one of our favorite storybooks or writing about an important event in our life. The main thing to focus on when writing a narrative is that we don't tell everything that happened. We only tell the most important parts, which will include the characters, the setting, and the big events. To write a narrative, your story will need a beginning, a middle, and an end. To make the transition between these parts, you will need temporal words such as first, next, finally, in the beginning, and in the end. Now we will look at an example of a narrative. How many of you have heard of Goldilocks and the Three Bears? Well, it's about a girl named Goldilocks who goes for a walk in the forest and finds the three bears' home. So, in the beginning, the bears left their house to go for a walk while their porridge cooled. So if we go back to the beginning of the sentence, I wrote in the beginning. In the beginning is the temporal words that I use to signify that this is the beginning of my story, right? In the green is the big event that happened in the beginning. Like I said, this is not everything that happened in the beginning. It's just the big event, the most important thing that happened. Right? Next, Goldilocks came to their house, ate their porridge, sat in their chairs, and then fell asleep in one of their beds. So at the beginning of the sentence, I started it with the word next. Next is our temporal word to show that we've moved to the middle of our narrative. And the green is the big event that took place in the middle of our story. So Goldilocks came to their house, ate their porridge, sat in their chairs, and then is our next signal word to signify that what happened after that. Okay, in the end, the bears came home and scared Goldilocks. She jumped out of the bed and ran away. So in the end signifies that we've transitioned from the middle to the end of our story. And then the green that I've underlined is the big event that happened. Like I said, it's not everything that happened in the end of the story. It's just the most important parts, which is what we're going to focus on when writing our narratives, okay? So remember when you're writing your narrative, your own narratives, that you're only focusing on the important parts. That your story has a beginning, a middle, and an end. And that you're using temporal words to signify or to transition to each part. Okay guys, so just keep that in mind when you're writing your own narratives.